Danny Flexen here for Sportsbet TV with the latest edition of the Knockout Boxing Betting Guide. We're going to be focusing this week on the Next Gen show put on by Matchroom this Friday night at the famous York Hall in London's Bethnal Green, just a stone's throw from where I grew up. Indeed, I used to have school swimming lessons at the York Hall swimming pool. Nothing to write home about, but hopefully the show on Friday will be. Main event sees Conor Benn against Juicy Koivula. The kind of one-sided nature that's expected of that main event is proved by the fact that no bookies have actually got odds on it at the moment as I record this on Wednesday. But there are good fights on the undercard that are worth placing a bet on, one of which is Ted Cheeseman, fighting for the first time since losing a European title bid back in February to the very talented Sergio Garcia. Cheeseman has since admitted to some outside-the-ring problems that have plagued him for the last 6 years or so. Seems to have got those under control now, at least for now, and you know it's an ongoing issue. But he's going in against Kieran Conway, whose only defeat came in the Ultimate Boxer tournament. Lost to the eventual winner Derek Asazi in the semi-final. Conway's never made the 154-pound championship limit. His last fight in May, 2 weeks after Ultimate Boxer, he was actually up at 168, which is the super middleweight limit. So he may struggle a bit to get his body down for the first time, and that could prove important in the second half of the fight against Cheeseman. Odds for method of victory and round group betting haven't been released yet, but Cheeseman somewhere between the 7th and 9th round seems like a good bet if it's available odds against. I would definitely think Cheeseman, with his greater level of experience, he's fought the better opposition, and he's got that intelligent, aggressive, cutting the ring off style. I think he can sap Conway's strength, especially if he has struggled to make the weight in the second half of the fight. We've also got the big South London derby, final eliminator for the British light heavyweight title between Craig Richards and Andre Sterling. Sterling's unbeaten, looked good in his last fight, getting off the canvas to beat Ricky Summers on a big bill, topped by James DeGale and Chris Eubank Jr. However, Craig Richards, since losing at very short notice to Frank Buglioni, has strung together some stoppage wins, the most recent of which saw him demolish Jake Ball, who was touted, in just 3 rounds. So Richards is very much on a rich vein of form, whereas Sterling's never been beaten. Richards a kind of a counter-puncher, but with a hard dig. Sterling, rough, tough, likes to hit the body. Very nice mesh of styles. The bookies have got it, I think, 10-3 for Sterling and 1-2 for Richards. That could obviously change nearer to fight night, but for what I would consider on paper and generally having watched both guys, more of a 50-50 fight, the value, and I'm not saying he's going to win, but the value is certainly with Sterling. See how you get on. We'd like to hear what you think below. Is there a key kind of boxing bet, an obvious one that I've missed? Let us know below in the comment section, and I'll be back next week for the Knockout Boxing Betting Guide around the same time on Wednesday. Thank you.